Hello, hello. All right, I'm coming at you live from my bathroom. I am not here. I am not starting to do makeover videos. So if you're popping in right now and thinking, what is Lauren doing? I am spending a little moment with you as I get ready. I have a meeting in 15 minutes. I'm admitting I am multitasking. I am multitasking right now. So bear with me, but I want you to know every time I hit that go live button, it feels like I'm jumping in the pool in the deep end. Like it really gets my heart rate going. It's uncomfortable. So anyone who thinks, oh, this is just easy, Lauren just does this, it's not. It's uncomfortable and it's perfect because it's in line with my topic today, which is the power of vulnerability. And this is something that we're talking about in my women's program 7x7. So it is top of mind and our conversation has been so rich and juicy. I feel like some of the stuff we've been discussing will be valuable to you, which is why I'm here to share and connect. So I was also listening yet again to Brene Brown's conversation with Oprah on the power of vulnerability on Super Soul Sunday. And, you know, this stuff doesn't get old. As I was saying to my my group of women, I'm a student and I'm a teacher. So it's not a one and done. You don't master this stuff and think, yeah, now I know what I'm doing. And by the way, I'm just thought about this. Some of you might right now be getting ready to go into your workday and be like, are you kidding me, Lauren? You're sitting here putting on your makeup. I've got to go into a meeting. Look, go to your meeting. Go do what you need to do. I'm recording this now live, but you can always catch the replay later. So don't feel like, and you can also put me down. You do not need to watch me doing this. I'm just doing it because I'm trying to be with you while I do something else. I'm trying to honor one of my values of intimacy. And intimacy is actually sharing this very, very moment with you in this space. So thank you. Thank you for being with me. And if you're here, put in the comments that you're here and you're live. And if you're catching the replay, put in the comments, catching the replay later. So the power of vulnerability, it's an interesting one because so often, you know, when this topic comes up, either people have the mindset of that's weakness. Why do we people do that? Some people interpret it as this whole like vulnerability means I tell all, I say everything. I put all my dirty laundry out there for everyone's world to see. I'm super vulnerable. No, that's not vulnerability. That's like trashy reality TV. Vulnerability takes a level of like trust, takes a level of intention, takes real courage. Takes real courage. It is about going to the places that feel uncomfortable and that feel both scary and courageous. I know I'm being vulnerable when I am having a mix of emotions. It's like, this does not feel good. I don't know, I want to do this. However, I do it because I'm honoring one of my core values, which is authenticity. It's being authentic. And I even take vulnerability a little bit deeper, one layer deeper, and I think, what is my intention when I'm being vulnerable? Because sometimes we can use vulnerability as like a power weapon, a power struggle to try to say, oh, I'm being vulnerable. But if you really dug deeper, you might be being vulnerable because you're looking to be the victim, you're looking for sympathy, you're looking for attention. So it's important to check yourself and ask yourself your why. And the real test when you're doing vulnerability, and Brene Brown talks about this a lot, is you're getting in the arena. Like you're literally getting in the arena to get your butt kicked. You may get your butt kicked and you're okay with it. And so one thing to remember, because when you get in the arena, people will judge you and they will criticize you, is to remember that those that criticize and that judge, because there will be there's always going to be haters. Like the more you put yourself out there, the more you're going to have people judging you and hating on you. The key to remember is to ask yourself, are they getting out there? Are they living courageously? Because I'm not going to take to heart someone that's not in the arena too living it. You better be getting yourself out there, witnessing it and going there hard, because that's inspiring. And that's where I will take feedback and I will listen and tune in and say, okay, I really, tell me more. But if you're sitting there quietly in the stands watching me show my life and share from a place of intimacy and vulnerable, and you're just taking notes and throwing things at me, like, no, thank you. So remember that for yourself, that you will have people, you will have haters, you will have people that love you. There will be more people that adore you because you're doing it. And there will be more people that are really uncomfortable because they're seeing you do it and they're not doing it. And they're going to project. They're going to project onto you and they're going to criticize and they're going to have all sorts of reasons to judge you. And you know, I love that what one of the women shared this morning in our private group. She just said, like, I know all the tools. I know all the tools. I know what I need to do. Now I need to get in the arena and do the work. And this is common. This is a challenge that so many of us face. That's normal because it's easy to watch the podcast, read the books, learn the tools. Okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is how I do it. And then the real work begins. This is having those intimate conversations. This is about showing up. This is about the book, Brené Brown's Daring Greatly. Putting yourself out there. Going live on video. Saying that you're starting a business. Saying what your dreams are. One of the most vulnerable things, I think, is people sharing their dreams. It's scary to share your dreams because then it's like, if I say it out loud and I don't make it happen, there's this level of disappointment that I didn't follow through or I let someone down. And I would say, let's reframe that. Let's get your dreams out there so you can start having the goalpost, the true North Star, so people trusting that there are people that want to cheer you on. There are people that want to help you, that want to be with you, that want to witness you, and that will be inspired by you doing that. And I'm reading this book right now, the Book of She. I love this book. It's by Sarah Avant Stover. And it's about, this chapter is ending the war within. And I love this quote. It's, the challenge for the heroine is not one of conquest, but one of accepting her nameless, unloved parts that have become tyrannical, see, I can't say it, because she has left them unchecked. The challenge of the heroine is not one of conquest. So it's not about winning. It's not about getting out there and winning or losing. It's about accepting her nameless, unloved parts that have become tyrannical because she's left them unchecked. That's actually from The Heroine's Journey from Maureen Murdoch. So that is all about self-acceptance. And to do vulnerability, to really be vulnerable, you have to know the parts of you that are your shadow, the parts that you're hiding, the parts that you're scared of. You have to go there and explore it. And once you get a sense of who that is and what that's all about and the part of you that you're maybe avoiding, and you don't avoid it, you actually give it a seat at the table, you shine light where the shadow is, You realize it's like the monster in the corner that's the broom with the jacket on it. It's like, it's not so scary. It's scary when it's in the corner in the shadows as the monster with the broom, but it's actually not when you bring light to it and you expose it. And when you do it alongside others that are doing it too, this is truly where acceptance, where confidence starts to happen, is finding a safe space where you can trust that being all of yourself is enough. Trusting that you can speak your mind and that those fears that seem so big and so daunting to you are in your head and you're giving them energy and power. And so don't get me wrong, sometimes when you're vulnerable, it's not going to work out the way you'd hoped it to. Of course not. That is about vulnerability. So the thing is, when you're playing it safe all the time, you're not really being vulnerable. So if you're always doing what you think you're supposed to be doing, what you should be doing, you're not being vulnerable. So what I realized in my own life is I'd been playing it very safe for years. I was doing jobs that I felt like I could excel at. I was doing jobs that gave me security and safety. And I was really scared that if I went out there and did what my heart really wanted to and spoke from there, that I would be exposed and I might fail. And that fear of failure was holding me back. And I'm just not okay with that anymore. I do not want to be one of those people on my deathbed, which could be tomorrow, it could be 10 years from now, it could be, God knows, maybe 100 years from now if technology catches up. I don't want to be one of those people living with regret. I could have lived the life I wanted if I'd done what my heart really wanted, but instead I did what I should do. So many people say what they want. They want a life of amazingness, of fulfillment, of joy. And yet what they really are doing is a life of security and safety and what they think they should do. This is not an easy road. This is not easy work. But it's really rewarding. And once you start getting a taste of it, once you get the little nuggets and the kernels of trying and seeing what happens and honoring yourself, and even when it gets messy, it's going to be messy. It will be messy. It will be hard, but it will be so deeply fulfilling. It will be so deeply fulfilling. Rachel, I see you here with me. I love that you're here. You're an inspiration. Rachel's actually one of the women in 7 by 7. And that woman goes every day, shows up and does the work, finds the quiet space to listen, learns the tools. And now it's the real process of getting out there. And we will be there for you, Rachel. Like we will be there for each other, the sisters of connecting and supporting and honoring one another and witnessing each other, because each one of you is such an inspiration. Such an inspiration. And we are here to hold that space for one another and honor each other. And women rise when we collectively come together. And so if you're here with me live or if you're catching this replay and this is an area that you just know, it's like, that's your next step and you're scared to do it, I see you. I see you. And I want you to know that there is an amazing community of women who also see you and want to be with you and will support you and will hold you through the mess and through the beauty and all the joy and everything. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope right now you think of one way. It can be a small baby step. It doesn't have to be doing something crazy, but just one step that really honors who you are. Maybe it's in a meeting today. You speak up when you don't agree with something or a concept doesn't make sense. Or you just need a little bit more data to really understand why we're doing something, some initiative. Like that's vulnerability, not just nodding your head and taking the notes and going and doing it. Vulnerability as a leader is asking your team what's working, what's not, and really listening to the feedback not doing it because it's a checkbox. Oh yeah, that's that thing we're supposed to do as a manager and a leader, is ask the team every now and then how they're doing and really listen. Really listen to your team, to your family, to your community, to your people. It will make such a difference. You will feel so much more connected. All right, I've got 3 minutes to get to my meeting. Helena Rosenthal, I am going to be there. She's a financial advisor, a woman of changing the lack of scarcity mindset to abundance mindset with finances and money. She's amazing. And I'm connecting with her because she is going to be joining the Women of 7 by 7 to share some more about having that abundance mindset, how to live in a state of allowing and receiving rather than, I don't have it, I don't have the money, I can't do it, I can't invest, I'm scared. Like, it's normal, but it's a shift. And when you shift that mindset and you feel it in your heart and you feel the vibration, the allowing starts to happen. And so I'm excited to connect with her and see what she's got. And then ladies in 7 by 7, you will be hearing from her. She's going to be joining us either next month or January. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. Great connecting with you, and I will see you all soon. And that's what happens when you don't hit end broadcast. See ya.